Hello everyone, welcome back to Catherine's Plates. Today I'm going to show you how to make a very easy, luscious coconut cream pie. I'm Catherine with Catherine's Plates, where it's simply delicious. Let's go ahead and put this creamy coconut pie together. The first step is we need to prepare the pie crust first. Now you can either use a frozen pie crust, which I have right here, or a refrigerated pie crust, and then you can just roll that out into a pie plate, or you can make your own homemade pie crust. And then what you want to do is bake it per the instructions on the back of the packaging that the pie crust came into, and then we're going to cool it off completely before we start making the filling for it. Okay, so my pie shell is all baked and cooled completely. So now what we want to do is start making that delicious, light, cool, refreshing, luscious coconut filling that we're going to place inside of our pie crust here. You're just going to need a large bowl to get started. In a large bowl, we're going to place two 3.4 ounce size boxes of instant pudding mix. This is a vanilla flavoring. You can also do the coconut flavor if you want to do that to get a really full coconut flavor, but I don't really care for that artificialness of the coconut pudding, so we're going to use the vanilla. You are going to get your coconut flavor in this, so don't worry about that. We're going to add 1 cup of half and half. Now you can also put just regular milk in here if you want. The half and half will just give it a richer and a more fluffier consistency. We're going to add 1 can, and this is 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk. Ooh, this stuff always tastes so good. Definitely adds a nice richness. The next ingredient that we're going to add is shredded coconut. Now you can do the sweetened or you can do the unsweetened. I'm going to do the unsweetened just because there's a lot of sweetness going on already inside of here and there's more to come. So we're just going to add the unsweetened shredded coconut, 2 cups. I love coconut, and I love, my favorite coconut is probably Almond Joys because of the chocolate and the coconut. It's just so good. Plus, I've made a coconut poke cake. That was so delicious. I will link it down below if y'all want to check that recipe out. Y'all loved that one, so I kind of figured y'all probably would love a coconut cream pie. So let me know down in the comments if I'm right. All right, that's 3, and we're going to add 1 more. I have a half of a measuring cup here to measure this out. Now, if you're looking for shredded coconut, this is what I'm using right here. It's by Red Mill, and it's the unsweetened shredded coconut. We're going to whisk this all together. Now, I'm just using an electric hand mixer, and I have a whisk attachment, so I'm going to let it do all the work. We're looking to get a nice creamy consistency. All right, we've got it all combined. All right, we have to make this creamy. So what I'm going to do is take 2 cups of Cool Whip. Now you can find Cool Whip in your freezer section of your store and thaw it out in your refrigerator before you use it. And then we're going to put that in here. Now you can use another whipped topping if you want to make your own using some heavy whipping cream, some powdered sugar, and a little bit of vanilla. You can do that also. That way you can manage the sugar in it. So I have a big tub here. This is, what is this? Yeah, 16 ounces. So we're going to be using half of that. about 8 ounces of this. And we're going to be using the rest of it at the end of the recipe. Now to fold your ingredients, all you do is just pull from the bottom and drag it through the Cool Whip about halfway through and then fold it in. Now you want to be quick with this because this is a pudding and it's going to thicken up on you in there. And you've got the coconut in there and it's going to hold it all together. So you want to fold pretty quickly. You don't want to whip this or beat this up or that Cool Whip will lose its airiness to it. We want to fold that in. Oh, it smells delicious, you guys. Such an easy recipe for coconut cream pie. I call this luscious because it just looks luscious, doesn't it? Okay, I think we got a good mix on it. We're going to bring over our baked cooled pie shell and we're going to load that into our shell here. Now, if you have extra left in your bowl, then just put it in a separate bowl. And then you can have some without the crust. I'm going to get my offset spatula here to kind of help smooth that out. It works really good with things that like frostings and sticky, creamy goodness ingredients. So you can get it nice and smooth. We're going to place this in the refrigerator for 2 hours to allow this to set up, and we want it to be nice and firm. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to finish this off, yet with some more coconut flavor. Before I pull my pie out of the refrigerator where it's been sitting for about 2 hours to set up, I'm going to toast the rest of my unsweetened coconut shreds. We want to give them a nice flavor. So I'm just going to take a large skillet. We're going to put it over medium heat. I'm going to place the coconut in there, just a single layer. Then you can continually just stir these until they get to that desired toastiness that you desire. And a nice toasty color would be kind of a light golden brown. When you start to smell them getting nice and toasty, go ahead and turn off the burner. Remove them from the heat and then pour them into a bowl. They don't brown anymore in the pan. I've pulled the pie out of the refrigerator, so what I'm doing is just taking some Cool Whip and I'm spreading it on the top of the pie here. About 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick of the Cool Whip. Or again, you can make your own using some heavy whipping cream, powdered sugar, and a little bit of vanilla. And I would use about 8 ounces. That's what I'm putting on the pie here. Now, I'm not going all the way over to the edges of the pie because, you know, you want people to see the layers. The pie crust, then you have the coconut filling, the Cool Whip, and then what we're going to do is sprinkle on some of the toasted coconut shreds. For more delicious coconut flavor. Got my fork. Look how creamy, luscious, delicious this is. All the way down to that pie crust. Who's ready for this bite? Oh, my bite. That is very delicious. There's a lot of coconut flavor in here, and I'm glad I didn't use that coconut pudding mix. That vanilla is perfect. Okay guys, give me a thumbs up on this one. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and that bell notification. That way you'll always know when shows are posted. I'll put a couple right here for you to view if you want to check those out. I'll meet you on over there. Okay, who's joining me for a piece?